Hey guys, welcome back. Jordan here with the Nutty Gnome Homestead. First of all, I want to say thank you and welcome to all of our new subscribers. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It really does help us out. It doesn't cost you anything, and it makes sure that we can continue bringing these videos to y'all. So today is July 1st, 2024, and we're out here in our garden getting ready to propagate a bunch of our tomatoes. If you guys follow us over on Facebook, you'll know that a month ago we had a massive hailstorm come through and we lost 100% of our garden. So to make up for lost time, we're going to be taking a bunch of suckers off of our tomato plants and turning them into dozens, if not hundreds, of new tomatoes. So I'm going to turn you guys around here and I'm going to show you how we do this. Okay guys, so here is one of our only rows of Roma tomatoes that we have left. These were tomatoes that we actually had stored in our greenhouse when the hailstorm came through, so these are the only ones that survived. Everything else that we have here has been propagated from what was saved, or from friends and family that allowed me to take suckers off of their plants. So as you guys can see here, I've been coming through and I've been pruning off all the branches. We like to have 18 inches of airflow underneath all of our tomato plants. That way, so it helps alleviate any issue with fungus and bacteria diseases. So suckers are essentially offsprouts of the mother plant. As you guys can see here, they usually come off at a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can't get a better picture there. This one right here, guys. See how it comes out of the crotch between the main stem and the leaf? This right here is the sucker. This one's not quite big enough for me to take yet. I like them to be about 6 or 8 inches in length. And as you can see, they almost always come off at a 45-degree angle. There's another one right here. Guys, there's another one down here. See, and this one's actually pretty good size. And also, last week when I was out here pruning these, here's one right here. So let me go ahead and get these taken off, and I'm going to show you how we make these into new tomato plants. So you may be wondering why we would want to take suckers instead of starting new plants from seed. Essentially, this is going to save us about 6 weeks of time. Whenever you start the seed, you got to give it 2 weeks or so for it to germinate, and then it's going to take a month at least for it to get big enough to transplant, and then you got to wait some more time to get it moved outside. Not the case with suckers. These will root in about 7 days, and they can be up potted in a 4-inch pot, and in another week they can be planted outside. Guys, this essentially takes off about 2 months of grow time if we were to start these from seed. That means I can get back to growing more tomatoes for our family and canning for the winter without having to do without or making do with just a few tomatoes this season. Okay, so I got you turned around on the tripod, and as you can see, this sucker here is pushing 6 inches in length. This is whenever I like to take them. They'll shoot out roots in about 7 days, and you really only need 2 things to do this. You need a pair of pruners and some sort of container that you can put the water in. We're going to come in here and we're going to clip this as close to the stem as we can. Back off the camera a little bit. That right there is our sucker that's going to create a new Roma tomato plant. Now, I'm going to prune off this leaf. And as you guys can see, all these little fine hairs along the stem, those are going to produce roots. Container of water, stick it in there. Guys, it's really that simple. I think I got another one over here. Yeah, there's one. This one down here has actually got flowers on it already, but it's never going to produce very much because down here it's in the dark, covered up by the leaves. So if you pinch off a sucker or pull a sucker that has a flower on it, pinch the flower off. I'm going to take off one of these leaves And the reason we do that is we don't want them putting too much energy into the top growth. We want to be putting their energy into growing roots. You can prune these back a little bit, and that's fine. Stick it in your container of water, find another one. Okay guys, so in 5 minutes I picked or cut about 12 suckers off of these Roma tomato plants. Now you guys can do this from any of the tomatoes that you have already in your garden if they put off those suckers. You can also ask your friends or family or neighbors if you can take cuttings off of theirs. Just be sure to take the suckers. The plants will continue to put out suckers the entire season, so you can do this pretty much all summer long. And as you guys can see, these are nice, healthy, long cuttings. All along here where the water touches, it's going to put out roots. We'll plant them deep when we get them ready to go. And in about 7 days, we'll put this in a spot that gets a lot of light, but it's indirect light. We don't want this out in direct sunlight. In about 7 days, let me show you what these are going to look like. Here we go. These are 7-day-old cuttings. Guys, look at the roots coming off of these. These are ready to plant. Little 5.5, 6 inch long cutting. See all the roots down in there? These are ready to go. So this is how we make an endless supply of tomato plants from the current tomatoes that we already have. It's very easy to do. It's cheap. Anybody can do this. Every tomato plant's going to put out suckers. Some are going to put out more than others, but they all should take root. Guys, it doesn't get any easier than this, and free is the best part. If you run into a situation like we did where we lost everything, this is an easy way to get back up and running quickly without losing as much time. So if you guys have any questions or comments about propagating suckers off your tomato plants, please feel free to let us know. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please shoot us a line down below or message us over on Nutty Gnome Homestead on Facebook. Till next time, you guys get out there and sucker your tomato plants. It's easy to do, and free plants, that's the best part.